in the league right now that potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
Now Philadelphia with it. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
It's George on the drive, and George with the jam.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Towns finds Anunoby. Lets it go from deep, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. To the paint.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you.
Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Anunoby. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. For three, counted from distance.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant. Trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
It's Bridges on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. Anunoby with another miss.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Drummond. Oubre finds Drummond. It's George on the wing. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're going into overdrive, doing everything they can to extend this run.
Towns on a screen. Hart passes to Towns. Outside Anunoby. Back to Towns. Outside Hart. Shot clock at 6. Bridges passes to Anunoby. From outside, off the mark.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Pass to Embiid. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Now here's Hart. 15 in his last outing. Drops in the 3.
Josh Hart, an improving three-point shooter. If he gets consistent from here, look out.
Drummond, the screen on Anunoby. Outside Oubre. Embiid, high post. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Knicks trail by 4. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. The shot by Towns, no good. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Spins. Pass to Oubre. Kicks it to George. Hart pulls it in.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
41 seconds left in the first quarter here. Embiid misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Anunoby for 3, and he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Knicks lead 14.
Drummond, the screen on Anunoby, and that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tipped. Drummond passes to Martin. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Here's Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Anunoby for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phil. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. That's the group for New York starting the second. Towns with the ball. Oubre picks him up. Here's Anunoby. Back to Towns. Embiid with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Oubre passes to Embiid. Strong finish by Embiid.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Knicks trail by 5. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
Mikal Bridges at the line.
People were worried that this
The
was
play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. George passes to Embiid. And Embiid fires it home.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Oh, George with a steal. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Hart with it. Oubre picks him up. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Pass to Embiid.
19. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That shot missing. Good work defensively by Towns. It's Bridges on the wing. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And George with some nice D. Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
Oubre, a screen on Towns. Here's Embiid. Pass to Oubre. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
And sometimes you just overpass. I mean, that would have been a good time to just go up with it.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
29. 21.
George passes to Embiid. Back to George. 55 seconds left in the second.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
And Anunoby for three. Paul George pulls it in. The Sixers lead by 9. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Hart. Ooh, look at Embiid converting it close.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
That's good from Towns on the assist from Anunoby. Towns has got his second basket.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Now George. He's got 14. Drummond, the screen on Anunoby. Outside Oubre. Over Hart. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq. From where I'm sitting.
All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. Hey, we got a question from Welcome. That's it for us. Thank
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Kyle Lowry, and it's Bona in at the center position. Shot clock at 3. Yabusele. Achua with the rebound. Knicks trail by 9. To the left wing. And here's Brunson from the arc. The shot no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First team foul.
Knicks on D. And here's Lowry from the arc. Achua with a rebound.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Ryan gets it to go. Ryan's got his first points of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. They're not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
New York trailing. Screen by Robinson. Here's Brunson outside. Ooh, Brunson with the triple.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
They set the pick, and it's Lowry penetrating. Yes, it's good. Lowry's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Brunson passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Lowry. Good on the bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Brunson. Brunson rushes in, unloads, blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. The 76ers making a switch here. Gordon's checked in.
Number 23, Eric Gordon.
Right side, Brunson. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers lead by 6. Lowry outside to the inside. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
76ers ball.
And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Celtics, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Lowry into the lane. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McCain.
Well, really good effort on defense from Jalen Brunson, really making it hard on his man to try to score.
Here's McBride. No good on the 3. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Gordon. Pass to Bona. Achua with a steal. Here's McBride. Knocks down the triple. McBride's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's McCain. Brunson defending. Out to Gordon. And he lays it up and in.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Achua. Left side Robinson. The shot comes out. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. Here's Yabusele. Pass to McCain. Now here's Lowry. Here's Yabusele. Achua defending. And here's Lowry. Yep, that one's good. Lowry's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, attacking off the bounce has been the consistent part of Kyle Lowry's game. He's always had tremendous body control.
Here's Robinson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Now here's Lowry. McBride covers. Lowry, good. Lowry's got 8 points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Brunson surveys. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Team foul called on Miles McBride. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
For three, George. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Philadelphia closing out this quarter with a 7-point. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
No, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Josh Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Sims in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Six to shoot. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Martin a screen. Pass to Drummond. Embiid with it. Wide open look. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 7. That one goes in.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Stripped away. Towns with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Anunoby for 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Hart passes to Anunoby. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Sixers lead by 4. Pass to Drummond. Back to Embiid. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Embiid passes to George. Outside Oubre. Clock at 4. George, a screen on Hart. Here's Oubre. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
A spectacular finish by Oubre. He's got that airtime to get creative.
Anunoby with it. Picked up by Embiid. Towns up top. Now here's Martin. Pass to Embiid. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Rebound by Sims. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Anunoby. Towns outside. From the arc. He buries it from 3.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
George outside. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. George passes to Martin. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. We've got 1:23 left in the 4th quarter here. To tie it up. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 tonight. Inside. And Embiid throws it down.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oubre with a steal. It's Martin on the wing. Here's George. Finished off the break. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Bridges.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Back to Bridges. Towns outside, deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. .27 seconds left in the game. New York again can't hit. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 12-3 run. George, a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Caleb Martin. First person.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Paul George at the line. 2 shots.
George hits them both. Philadelphia with the W. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and...
of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Lillard. Shoots over Anunoby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one goes on Anunoby.
Well, there the defender tries to get up in the early jump position. Unfortunately for him, Lillard saw it coming.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist, and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Now, here's Anunoby, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And there's Chris Brickley, one of the best trainers in the NBA, excited to see the Knicks up.
Lots of NBA stars have Chris work with them in the offseason. He puts up great videos, really breaking down how to improve your skills. And hey, Brickley's was the first trainer to get his own signature shoe. How about that?
Well, when Dame's on the move, you know something good's going to happen.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Jackson misses. New York is on 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Towns. That's short off the rim.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Three ball is what makes Anunoby such a threat on offense.
Knicks lead 6.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lillard looking around. And stolen by Anunoby. Bridges against Giannis. Towns for 3. And another 3 for New York.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lillard outside. Drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Hart the pass to Anunoby. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Every year, Anunoby seems to gain more and more confidence, especially in his jump shot.
Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. And And then Lillard slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Lillard with the bucket. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Anunoby is screen on Middleton. The kick out to Anunoby. And the three off target. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Lillard outside. 29 seconds left to play here in the first. And he hits it to tie the game up. Lillard's got 11 points.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Giannis against Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Lillard, the pass to Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Hart is out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns. Then it's Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Middleton outside. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Simply one of the best guards of this generation. Lillard lighting it up here.
And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history. Average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point evolution and revolution that's happened, it speaks to just how dominant a player he is. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed. Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Towns. Back to Anunoby. Some nice passing by New York here. Bridges shot, good.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
22-20.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Towns. Hart finds Anunoby. Rebound, Milwaukee. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for him. To the inside. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's Anunoby. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lillard's got 19 points.
And that is just too easy for Lillard. A legitimate threat to burn you from the corner.
They get it back. Pass to Hart. Bridges against Middleton. 6 to shoot. Anunoby outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Jackson throws it down.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Here's Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. He takes it in. The wide open look here for Lopez. Off target from outside. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. Important. Anunoby, good.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Shot clock reset for the Knicks. Towns a screen on Jackson. Anunoby buries the long-range jumper. Anunoby's got 9 points now in the quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead change, 6 already.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
Well, I think for the Knicks, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And we look now at the Milwaukee Bucks. We got a battle out there after 1 half of play.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Green. Grant's out there with Portis. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Trent in at the point. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think of about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
A shot's good on the assist by Prince. Trent's got his third basket of the night.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Here's Sims. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 3. Trent with the wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the left wing. Brunson the pass to McBride. On the wing, Green. And it's off from three-point range. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Achua. Tries again. The shot's good from Sims.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
And here's Trent outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Trent's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks. Brunson outside. Brunson, hard finish inside.
Now that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's Sims. Boom, he jams it straight down.
It just feels like every year Brunson has sharpened his skills as a passer and playmaker, knowing that his position, he's got to move it around.
42. Trent outside. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Kicks it out to Prince. There's Green with the three. Sims with the rebound. New York trailing. For the lead. No good at the rim.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Connaughton passes to Prince. It's hauled in by Achua. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Portis sets the pick for Trent. Driving to the basket. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Trent's got 16 here in the second half. Here's Achua. A second chance effort. Pass to Sims. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
46-45.
Trent outside. Connaughton with it. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
he can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Brunson the pass to Sims. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
From deep, Prince, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Hart in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Giannis is screen on Bridges. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And the jump by Giannis.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Here's Anunoby. And he uses the glass on the layup.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Anunoby against Lillard. Lopez kicks to Lillard. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Towns. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Knicks with the lead. Now, here's Hart. Down low. Here's Robinson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
This is what Robinson does. He puts it in when he's around the 10.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Hart, that's good.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Next wave, 56.
Giannis a screen on Anunoby. Lillard against Anunoby. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Hart. Back to Anunoby. Four on the clock. Towns controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard attacking. Here's Giannis. Crafty move. The shot misses. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's the break. Here's Anunoby. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Bucks trail by 7. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Middleton, a screen on Anunoby. Lillard misses. New York leading by 7. And Hart has it in the corner. To the paint. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Hart. That's 7 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Well, team on his mind first. Hart not hesitating to give that ball up.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. No one covering.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Hart the pass to Anunoby. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks trail by 6.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Bridges, no one around him. Hands it from downtown.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard outside. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And Bridges with the block.
Love the aggressiveness Bridges plays with on the defensive end, rejecting the shot.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Anunoby with it. And Anunoby slams it in. So it's New York picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with
Very early in the season. But a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, BA. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. Maxey passes to Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Maxey against Lillard. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's George. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's gotten a second bucket on the night.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Here's Embiid. Rebound by Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And Giannis with the dunk.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Embiid against Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. George scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Here's Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
George passes to Embiid. George, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Embiid uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
For 3, here's Lillard. Connects from downtown.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Yeah, born to fly, that's for sure. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Jackson outside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Here's Oubre. Oh, a special move before that shot.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Screen by Antetokounmpo, and it's Lillard penetrating, and the dunk by Lillard.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Oubre, a screen on Middleton. George outside. There's the drive. Maxey on the wing. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lillard against Maxey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Maxey passes to Oubre. George against Middleton. Oubre, a screen on Middleton. Here's George. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
For 3, here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee. And here's Oubre from the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Let's take a quick... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis, the longtime forward duo. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Jacks up at 3. 3 ball from Lillard.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Screen by Embiid. It's George on the wing. He has 6. And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Middleton against George. The shot by Drummond, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Lillard looking around. Shot clock at 6. Let's watch Dame here. And the dunk by Lillard.
The defense gets cut to shreds by Lillard on the drive. He's just so quick and agile.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
It's your high squad. Get loud.
Martin. Checked in. Tyrese Maxey. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change in the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Oubre against Lillard. Oh, sweet move. Whoa, Damian Lillard. Serious hops.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Martin takes it in. It's George on the wing. Middleton covering. Stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oubre. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Pass to Embiid. Now Drummond. Now here's Martin. Outside Oubre. George, a screen on Lillard. Oubre passes to Embiid. To snap the cold streak. The Sixers again can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
George passes to Oubre. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half of basketball. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. They get it back. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Oubre. Down low. Goes back up. Screen by Embiid. Three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks leading by 11. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, free throws were an issue for him in their last contest. He just couldn't find the mark.
Drummond to screen on Middleton. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 8 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Over George. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot. Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Greetings, everybody. The story.
Giannis is an absolute freak, a Greek freak, if you want to be literal. He gets what he wants, no matter who's defending.
Now let's take a moment. And that is going to do it for us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Gordon with a steal. Lowry against Green. Fires from deep. And Kyle Lowry gets the 3. Lowry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Trent outside. And he dunks it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Lowry against Green. Gordon outside. And Gordon with the big finish.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Trent against Lowry. There's the triple. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's stolen by Trent. Connaughton outside. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Soft touch off the glass. Connaughton's got his first 2 points.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Lowry. Here's Yabusele. Portis with the steal. Here's Prince. Stolen by Lowry. Back to Maxey. Releases. Gets an open look and hits it. Maxey's got 8. And so Trent will bring it up for the Bucks. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter here. Portis with a screen on Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Trent's shot is off. 76ers trail by 8. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Maxey, that's good.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
It's Prince on the wing. 1:11 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Portis with a screen on Lowry. Portis outside. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Wright's checked in.
Number 55, DeLon Wright.
Lowry surveys the D. With the drive. An easy 2 on the layup. Lowry's got his second bucket on the night.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Trent from long range sinks the tray. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's the pick. Pass to Gordon. On the take, and Gordon with the big finish.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Prince, a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Trent. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. For 3, Maxey nails it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 14.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that.
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Wow. Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Milwaukee, as always, it's Middleton and Giannis at the forward spots. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Lopez in at center, filling out the middle. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Martin, he's checked in for the Sixers. And from the side line, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. George with the bucket.
A great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Lillard outside. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Martin. Just 4 to shoot. Middleton passes to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Philadelphia's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And George launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Lillard against Oubre. The three is up. A nice shot by Lillard. And it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Here's George. Here's Embiid. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. George against Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Lillard.
Hey, get up, Dame. Mr. Lillard taking flight.
Martin with a screen on Middleton. Shot to stop the run. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by George. Pass to Middleton. Oubre with a steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. The shake. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Pass to Martin. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by George. It's Lillard with the drive. Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. He's still feeling it. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oubre passes to Embiid. Martin against Jackson. And he drives in. Back to Embiid. Oh! Embiid packs it down!
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Bucks.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Damian Lillard.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Shot clock at 6. George passes to Oubre. 3-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Middleton outside. And the layup falls.
Chris Middleton.
And the Bucks lead by 10. So this one belongs to the Bucks. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill.
And live on 2K Sports. So the New York starting five, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson. In at the 5, Roman the paint. And for Philadelphia, Andre Drummond is out there with Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Martin in at the 3.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
And it's George missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Bridges. The putback. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Here's Oubre. The Knicks pull it in. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Now Embiid after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Hard against Oubre. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Bridges a screen on George. Hart. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's George. In the corner, it's Martin. Bridges with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. And Anunoby slams it in.
And with that 7'1" wingspan, Bridges can cause problems on D.
George against Anunoby. Embiid sets the pick for George. Pass to Drummond. Outside for George. Embiid with the screen on Anunoby. The shot by George, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Bridges able to finish.
7'1" wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
And another turnover here by Philadelphia. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Hart. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl Anthony Towns. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical. Down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Now here's Embiid. Good, nice job down low.
You know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Towns against Embiid. Anunoby left side. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers trail by 7. George finds Oubre. And finished off by Martin.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
Pass to Hart. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Anunoby with it. And it's Martin picking him up, and the shot will not go from Anunoby. 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now here's Towns. No scoring in this one. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, the big fella throwing it down hard.
George against Anunoby. And Paul George good for 3.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here is Martin. Oubre with it. Robinson picks him up. Oubre passes to Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. But he just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
All right, fans, let's make the noise. The move, dropping, show-stopping Sixers. ENT. The Sixers ENT. Let's give them a big round of applause.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. Hart against George. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Banked in off the glass. Anunoby's got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Outside, George. Martin with a screen on Anunoby. And here's George for 3. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. New York ahead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Embiid is out there with Caleb Martin. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's George in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Rebounded by Hart.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And it's Towns missing. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. And it's sent back by George. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And they'll get another chance. Towns dishes to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Hart, that's good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
George, good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Hart. Outside for Robinson. It's stolen by Martin. Bridges with the steal. It's Hart on the wing. Some nice passing by New York here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Anunoby outside. Fires for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Martin with a screen on Bridges. Anunoby against Embiid. Oubre passes to George. Just 5 on the clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, George is unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
Hart with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Anunoby has the open look. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Embiid kicks to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
An incredible athlete. Kelly Oubre Jr. looks to throw it down.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Bridges passes to Hart. Anunoby, a good look. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
George with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 15 points.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
It's George on the wing. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Oubre, no one around him. Another three for Philadelphia.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
And stolen by Drummond. Here's George, and he drops it in from the low post. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, I saw you getting into your team. What's been the problem?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Thank you.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off.
And moving along a metro. And that'll do it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Achua, and it's Dadier in at the 3 spot. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon with it. Maxey on the wing. There's the triple. Ray, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Puts the move on. And it's good on the way in. Maxey's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Brunson. Nice. Brunson working inside.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by McBride. Pass to Bona. 5 to shoot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's the screen. McBride's shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me. all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Lowry looking around. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Gordon.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside, Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. Off with the layup. Knicks trail by 12. Achua in the corner. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Great feed there by Jalen Brunson. A terrific facilitator.
Outside, Maxey. Outside for Lowry. Pass to Gordon. Lowry setting the pick for Gordon. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 12. And here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Oubre against Hart. Outside, George. The shot that time, not on target. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Bridges, and it's blocked.
Oubre putting those long arms to work. Manages to get a hand on it.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
15 fouls.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
At the line for your Sixers, Joel Embiid.
And Embiid drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Anunoby is screen on George. Hart kicks to Anunoby. To the middle. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. The shot's good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Embiid with the screen on Anunoby. George, that's a two-pointer. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Caleb Martin, and Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's George, and it's Oubre in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here are the 76ers now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Oubre finds Drummond. Outside, George, down to 5 on the shot clock. And it looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Oubre can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 14. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. Stolen by Martin. Inside. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Here's Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 16. Now here is Martin. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Bridges against Oubre. Shot clock at 6. The teardrop falls in. And the 76ers lead by 18.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Anunoby with the screen for Towns. It's stolen by Martin. Embiid in the corner. Towns with the steal. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
That's his third.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Hart, that's good.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
George dishes to Martin. Out left to the wing. Embiid against Towns. 5 on the clock. The deep three from George. The long distance three is good. George has got 22.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Anunoby, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's George. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Paul George.
And this is the time now where the officials can review.
The play is under video review, under NBA rule. There will be
getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. Beyond the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Oubre passes to George. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Back to Oubre. Pass to George. From downtown. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. New York with the ball. 19-point game. Anunoby, no good. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Martin kicks to George. Drummond sets the screen for George. Jacks up a three. Here's Drummond. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was net. All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
Hey, everybody, we're coming to you live on Grand. Look at. At these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now, New York starting five. We've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Hart in at the point. Now here's Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Here's Bridges. Bridges, a screen on Jackson. Anunoby. Robinson. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Middleton looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. Antetokounmpo has got 5 now.
His jump shots improve every season. Antetokounmpo's got a great rhythm on his quick release shots.
Hart against Lillard. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Anunoby.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
To the inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They pressed all the right buttons.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Anunoby against Lillard. They need this. Hart pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And Bridges, here we go. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 7.
That's working his way onto the interior. Mikal Bridges, very opportunistic.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Going inside. And that one dropped for him.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Jackson against Anunoby. Bridges, a screen on Jackson. Outside Anunoby. Misses the 3. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Lillard against Hart. Lillard looking around. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:46 left in the opening quarter. Jackson against Hart. Pass to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Anunoby passes to Hart. Back to Anunoby. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Here's Lillard. After the basket by New York on the other end. To the paint. Middleton with a screen on Anunoby. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Now here's Hart. 15 in his last outing. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
And both free throws good for Hart. Bucks trail by 4. Now Lillard. Middleton with a screen on Anunoby. And it's Lillard penetrating. That one's good for 2. Lillard's got 6.
And this guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Anunoby. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Mikal Bridges has been on display. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Josh Hart, OG Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. Milwaukee with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Damian Lillard 4th.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
New York leading by 4. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Lillard puts the move on. So crafty on the drive, Lillard.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
It's Hart on the wing. Robinson, a screen on Lillard. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
There's a screen. Hart finds Anunoby. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, a level of physicality brought to OG Anunoby, and he says, I can match that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these two young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Jackson, the pass to Lillard. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. Anunoby against Lillard. From behind the arc. And it's New York with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player. But if you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
For 3, Bridges. To the middle. And a nice finish on the layup. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Middleton against Bridges. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton, a good look. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
It's good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. Antetokounmpo outside. Jackson against Hart. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Hart. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Outstanding anticipation from Cat right there. He sends that thing back to another zip code.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Bridges against Middleton. And Bridges, here we go. Oh, a clear look for Anunoby. Another one falls for New York.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Lillard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Hart with 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hey folks, first off, it'll be the Mavericks against the Pistons out in Detroit. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Two of the best teams.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Knicks.
They're doing a nice job of...
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to...
lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
They've got DeLon Wright. Bobby Portis out there with Prince. Then there's Pat Connaughton, and it's Trent in at the 1. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Trent on the wing. Brunson defending. 6 to shoot. Prince, a screen on Brunson. Here's Trent. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Sims. Takes it inside. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Trent finds Connaughton. Back to Trent. Connaughton with a screen on Brunson. Here's Trent. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, BA, what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Achua inside, covered by Connaughton. Good work there as it goes. Achua's got his first points of the night.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
It's Wright on the wing. McBride covers. Wright, pass to Trent. 4 on the clock. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Trent outside. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Trent's got 7 points. Here's Brunson. Still without a bucket. Achua inside. Prince is there. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Achua. It's deflected. Inside. Here's Portis. The Knicks with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Right outside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Trent outside. Sinks it from distance. Trent's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
Achua with room at the rim and doesn't hesitate.
Trent on the wing. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
This is about a guy who understands I've got every aspect of my game working right now. Gary Trent Jr. is cooking, folks.
That one's good. Sims.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Now here's Trent. 12 points for him. Takes the 3. And he can't get that one. He got it up. Unable to get that one. And so it's New York with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Here's Anunoby. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Lillard right side. Middleton with a screen on Hart. Lillard can't get it to go. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Here's Anunoby. Rejected by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Robinson, a screen on Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Who poked away. And stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Lillard with a step. And he powers it down. Right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Jackson against Anunoby. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Good on the second one. The Bucks trail by 6. Lillard outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Lillard's finishing with authority.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Hart against Lillard. And here's Hart. Into the lane. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Anunoby against Lillard. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Lillard against Anunoby. Lillard outside. Middleton with a screen on Anunoby. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Well, a high-motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Anunoby against Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anunoby. Antetokounmpo outside with the floater. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. New York leading by 11. Left side, Anunoby. Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. Hard covering. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The offensive rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Knicks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Mikal Bridges.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And the basket by Bridges. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
And so this one belongs to the Knicks. It ends up being a fairly easy. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team.
Martin. Is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Oubre out there with George. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Embiid in at the 4 slot. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Inside, Giannis knows he's got all the tools, height, touch, power, it's all there.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's George. Nice move, and it's George finishing it off.
And PG just springing to the rim.
Here's Lillard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. You just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Lillard, stolen by George. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. To the inside. Here's Embiid. That shot misses. Giannis with some nice D. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Sure. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
How about the poise under pressure? George's basketball IQ is as good as it gets.
Lillard scanning the floor. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Giannis. Clock at 6. Into the lane. Giannis dunks it down.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Drummond with a screen on Middleton. George passes to Embiid. Outside for George. Oubre, a screen on Middleton. And finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, Oubre breaking out the hammer.
Lillard against George. Giannis' screen on George. George against Lillard. A 3. Middleton. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Bucks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Lillard from outside. The shot goes in. First shot.
Basket. And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining.
George looking around. 1:04 left in the first. George sets a screen for Embiid. Back to George. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Here's Giannis. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trailing. And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Martin kicks to George. Pass to Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Launches a 3. The shot by George, no good. Bucks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shoot to get this game underway.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. Get out in transition there.
George against Middleton. Outside, George. Pass to Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the second free throw, good. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. Middleton for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Caleb Martin. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George, and it's Oubre in at the 2-guard spot. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Oubre. It's George on the wing, defended by Middleton. Clock is at 3. Martin with the bucket.
Oh, man, just taking a smooth shot. Martin could have put butter on that one.
The Bucks trail. When you think of Caleb Martin, Brent, what comes first to your mind?
I think energy, Kevin, for me. I mean, Caleb is always out on the floor on both ends, just putting pressure, whether he's running in transition, attacking the basket, spotting up and finding space in the half court. The guy plays with a ton of confidence and wants to contribute.
Now, here is George. He's got 12. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Drummond with a screen on Middleton. Here's George down low, and Drummond throws it down.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's Paul George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
Jackson has the open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Now, here is George. 15 points in the game. George with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Embiid, no good. Bucks trail by 4. The finish, Antetokounmpo using his speed in transition.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Lillard. He has 6. Takes it inside, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 11.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
And George, here we go. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis charging into the lane.
Impossible to stop when Giannis gets those strides together.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside for George. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Puts it up from 15. Martin wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Martin's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers. That's a 2 from Lillard, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason. Yeah.
And circling back to the first half of our game, Paul George had his fingerprints all over it. And that'll do it for half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Bobby Portis out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Trent in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Trent. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the layup's good off the glass. Trent's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Maxey looking it over. Here's Lowry. Takes it off the glass. Lowry's got the lead. Back up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
Lowry showcasing his ability to do damage on the inside.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And here's Lowry. After Gary Trent Jr. made the last 3-pointer. In the corner, it's Gordon. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 5. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
And that one's good. Wright's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. There's a good screen. Lowry has the open look. Sinks the triple. Lowry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Lowry against Trent. Prince with a screen on Lowry. Trent passes to Prince. Trent against Lowry. Trent kicks to Prince. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers leading by 3. And Lowry has it in the corner. Back to Gordon. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Gordon's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Prince with a screen on Lowry. Here's Trent. Yep, that one goes. Trent's got 7. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Maxey against Wright. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game.
Instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Here's Wright, and Wright throws it down hard.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Maxey. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and that's an intentional foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. He hits the second from the line. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And there's the drive and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. 76. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got George. Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Giannis a screen on George. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
George passes to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Martin against Jackson. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 6th rebound right now in the game. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3 ball. I mean, it's been falling for them. They're locked in, and that outside shot going, it's a big difference maker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oubre. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
So it's the Bucks now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Using his size, Giannis!
You want to settle for something going away from the basket, aggressive with a finger roll.
Outside, George, pass to Martin. Up top, Embiid. It's thrown about to Kumbo. Goes up. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, don't let Giannis get a step on you. His one step counts for 3 sometimes, and he's gone.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Thanks, David. And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Giannis sets a screen for Jackson. There's the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Embiid with the screen on Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre passes to George. Fires the 3. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Embiid.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Lillard against George. The kick out to Lopez. Offensive rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
Defensive foul. Andre Drummond. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
George sets a screen for Embiid. No good on the triple. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Going inside, and he comes up with the deuce. And it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
Paul George.
Lopez from long range. And another 3 for Milwaukee. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they